A warm welcome to all of the gamers tuning in from around the world, and a big thank you to all of our partners and resellers who support selling the AMD Radeon brand watching this today. I'm excited to be here with you and share the details of a brand new Radeon graphics GPU. We are so happy that so many of you share our passion for gaming. This passion has been going on strong for over 30 years. Throughout these years, we have been standing by our core values of innovation and open standards, bringing you new gaming products and technologies, all while making them widely accessible. At its core, the video game industry has been about innovation. New technologies, new games, and new experiences are expected every year, so it should be no surprise to anyone that with the introduction of new processors, graphics cards, and gaming consoles, 2020 was the biggest year ever for the gaming industry. There were 3.1 billion gamers last year, which is almost 40% of the world's population, powering a $174 billion gaming industry. There is no doubt that PC, console, and mobile gaming is one of the largest entertainment industries in the world. Leading up to today, AMD has accelerated our investment in gaming features to produce new technologies that dramatically improve your gameplay. In the short time since we introduced our first generation AMD RDNA architecture in the summer of 2019, we pioneered responsivity features known as Radeon Anti-Lag, which enables lower input latency for competitive gaming, and Radeon Boost, which encompasses the input latency reduction of anti-lag while also providing performance increases. Anti-lag was available on all DX9 and DX11 games, and Boost was available on 8 popular games by the end of 2019. We have been committed to developing these features and have some exciting enhancements to talk to you about later on. In 2020, we pioneered AMD Smart Access Memory technology. We were the first company to seek out and popularize the standard resizable bar technology and bring that performance benefit to PC gamers around the world. We enabled additional performance in many games for our Ryzen 5000 series desktop processors and Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards. A lot of you have been asking us about support on previous generation CPUs with AMD Smart Access Memory. So today, we are announcing that in addition to the Ryzen 5000 series processors, we will be enabling Ryzen 3000 series processors to deliver the same great performance improvements of AMD Smart Access Memory technology when paired with an AMD Radeon RX 6000 series graphics card. We love coming up with features like this for gamers, and we have a lot more in store. Last year, we launched our Radeon RX 6800 series and RX 6900 XT graphics cards, featuring the efficient and feature-packed AMD RDNA 2 architecture. With AMD RDNA 2, we were able to hit up to 65% more performance per watt than the previous AMD RDNA architecture. Plus, we built in all of the latest technologies and features that gamers will use for years to come. The Radeon RX 6900 XT, RX 6800 XT, and RX 6800 graphics cards are truly next-generation GPUs, built to deliver full immersion in your latest games, allowing for maximum settings while playing at 4K resolutions. Today, our AMD RDNA 2 family of GPUs is growing. Towards the end of 2020, we introduced Big Navi, which was affectionately named by AMD fans around the world. And now we are bringing the next step down in our product stack to reach even more gamers. We are proud to announce our latest AMD RDNA 2 GPU chip, the Radeon RX 6700 XT. Designed specifically to accelerate your gaming experience at 1440p resolution and of course at max settings. Over 95% of gamers in the world play on displays that have 1440p resolution or below. And not surprisingly, the 1440p resolution is the fastest growing monitor segment that gamers are upgrading to, with a 44% growth in sales year over year. Which is why we built the RX 6700 XT to perform extremely well at this resolution. Perhaps more exciting is that gamers are catching on to the importance of having a high refresh rate capable monitor, so that your GPU and monitor can take advantage of every fast frame in highly competitive games. The industry experienced over 98% display shipment growth of 1440p, greater than 100 Hz refresh rate monitors year over year, which is exactly why we built the RX 6700 XT. Thermals and sound matter, so we've invested heavily in every exquisite detail for maximum results. The RX 6700 XT thermals are built to handle large workloads, cooling your GPU while providing horsepower when you need it, and is also whisper quiet when you don't. Each RX 6700 XT made by AMD features a custom dual-axial fan design meant to deliver up to 50% less perceived noise versus previous blower designs. These cards feature the same 0 RPM fan mode as the other RX 6000 series cards to ensure the best operations in low usage modes. Underneath the cover, we've optimized the design around 3 heat pipes with fins, held securely in place with a single die-cast aluminum frame. The cards feature 11 phases for high efficiency, high performance at very high clock speeds. To further ensure high performance, each card features 2 layers of 2-ounce copper within each 10-layer PCB. We use a high-performing, reliable, phase-change thermal interface material for effective heat dissipation and heat flow into the heat pipes. These boards feature 12 gigabytes of high-performance GDDR6, support the latest PCIe 4.0 motherboards, and standard edge-based power connectors. Last but not least, the RX 6700 XT supports DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 2.1 for the latest high refresh rate displays in the market. Now that you've seen what's under the hood, let's take a look at performance. We know most of you today may still be using graphics cards from 3 or 4 years ago in your PCs and are starting to see some challenging performance in the latest games. In games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty, Cyberpunk 2077, and even Dirt 5, cards like the NVIDIA GTX 1070 Ti struggle to get good performance at 1440p with maximum settings. Even if you have a more recent RTX 2080 Super, you will find newer games challenging on your GPU for playability. The Radeon RX 6700 XT is a great upgrade that would allow you to deliver high frame rates at 1440p with everything turned on in these modern titles. Let's also talk about future readiness. One of the reasons the RX 6700 XT is so great with modern titles is because we've equipped the RX 6700 XT with 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 to handle increasing texture loads and greater visual demands that modern games at higher resolutions and max settings throw at your desktop PC. Games such as Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War DX12 Ultra with high texture packs consume approximately 11.1 gigabytes. Dirt 5 in DX12 ultra high settings consumes 9.5 gigabytes. Horizon Zero Dawn DX12 ultimate settings can easily use 10.4 gigabytes. And my favorite, Red Dead Redemption 2, Vulkan Ultra 9.4 gigabytes. With the AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT, you can expect this new GPU to handle today's demanding AAA titles and those that will be launched in the coming months. We've just looked at how the RX 6700 XT performs relative to previous generation GPUs. Now, let's see how it performs relative to modern competition. As you can see, in games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Borderlands 3, Hitman, and many more, the Radeon RX 6700 XT competes exceptionally well. For those of you who want to try out ray tracing, the Radeon RX 6700 XT features 40 ray accelerators for full DirectX ray tracing support. But ray tracing is just one part of our visual initiative, and we are optimizing games alongside other techniques in our AMD Fidelity FX feature set to allow for a complete high frame rate experience. Games like Dirt 5, Godfall, World of Warcraft Shadowlands, and the Riftbreaker feature the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate techniques and AMD Fidelity FX to bring both high performance and enhanced immersion to more games. AMD Fidelity FX is yet another example of the power of open standards and AMD initiatives to improve the experience of PC gaming for more gamers. The Fidelity FX feature set includes a variety of techniques that sharpen, denoise, and add detail, shadows, and many more visual enhancements to make your games look better. It's a big reason why AMD Fidelity FX, with just 2 years of development, is already in over 40 games and counting. The next exciting title featuring both ray tracing and AMD Fidelity FX will be from our partners at Capcom. Resident Evil Village, the 8th major entry in the Resident Evil series, demonstrates what is possible with ultra-realistic graphics powered by the RE engine and the latest generation Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards. The next generation of visuals for both ray tracing and AMD Fidelity FX really add to the atmosphere and experience these games are known for. Be sure to check out Resident Evil Village May 7th, 2021. As important as realistic visuals are, we know that competitive gamers who are playing esports titles today desire the best responsiveness, latency, and smooth frame rate technologies. Radeon Anti-Lag enables lower input latency, and Radeon Boost encompasses the input latency reduction of anti-lag while also providing performance increases in select games. And these features, along with AMD FreeSync technology, can reduce lag, make games more responsive, and enable tear-free gaming. What's new with Radeon Anti-Lag today is that we've now added support for DirectX 12, which means anti-lag is available on virtually almost all popular games. Radeon Boost is now enhanced with the addition of variable rate shading support and an expanded list of supported games that can take advantage of this feature. Your goal in any competitive games is to win. Let's take a look at Radeon Boost in action. When you're in an intense matchup, you want to quickly target and shoot the enemy before they notice you. Enabling Radeon Boost will certainly enhance your ability to win in a 1v1 scenario. We achieve this by varying the shading rate happening on screen during that character movement without noticeable image degradation. In the example here, we have the Radeon RX 6700 XT running Fortnite, averaging around 120 frames per second without boost enabled. By enabling Radeon Boost, gamers can get up to 150 frames per second or more when your in-game character spins to target and shoots at an opponent, instantly providing an increased performance at the most critical time. Another important piece of the ultimate gaming experience is having a monitor that matches the output of your graphics card. AMD FreeSync Premium and FreeSync Premium Pro monitors are the perfect pairings for Radeon RX 6700 XT, enabling low latency, high competitive refresh rates, and smooth gaming. Last year alone, we certified nearly 250 Premium and Premium Pro displays. With the high refresh rate FreeSync Premium displays, you will want a graphics card that can deliver high frame rates, and the RX 6700 XT delivers that easily in your favorite competitive games. The RX 6700 XT can easily drive the latest 165Hz 1440p displays, even if you've maxed out all the visual settings. Having the best hardware adds a competitive advantage. And by combining the latest Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics cards, you unlock the full performance potential of your rig, thanks to AMD Smart Access Memory, Radeon Anti-Lag, and of course, AMD FreeSync technologies. We're so excited to announce that our latest esports partner, taking advantage of this powerful hardware combination, is the Mercedes-AMG Petronas esports team. Their esports team has recently switched their gaming rigs to an all-AMD platform, providing a highly optimized competitive gaming experience with the same kind of championship-level performance as seen on the grid, but now in virtual Formula One. AMD Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics together provide high-octane performance, responsivity for those hairpin turns, and the smoothest driving experience during every second of gameplay. The combination of fast reaction times with low latency is the difference between winning or finishing outside the podium. We're looking forward to seeing the team achieve great results in this year's upcoming competitive season. Whether you're playing the latest demanding games, at the top of the leaderboard and carrying your team, or enjoying the latest in immersive visuals, the Radeon RX 6700 XT is a fantastic graphics card for you. Now, let's talk about availability. The AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT will be available on March 18th with an SEP at $479 on AMD.com. Demand for GPUs is at an all-time high right now, and in order to maximize availability at launch, we are launching both made by AMD reference designs for sale on AMD.com and our AIB partner designs at e-tailers and retailers across the globe on day one. You'll be able to purchase the Radeon RX 6700 XT at your favorite website starting March 18th. Lastly, for those who do not want to build a PC for themselves, the RX 6700 XT is also available with the Ryzen 5000 series processor from 40-plus system build partners, including the latest HP Omen PC launching later this month. We are excited to have the Radeon RX 6700 XT join the 6000 series family with next-generation technology advancements, future-ready memory capability, and competitive software features. While 2021 is just getting started, so are we. Expect even more RDNA 2 announcements soon from us to expand our family even further. Until next time, everyone, stay safe and have fun gaming.